Welcome back, friends. This is the Senora Vibes podcast, and we are coming to you in a very special way today because it is Wednesday, let's see, April 9th, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about a big event that's happening this weekend in Houston, Texas. So I definitely want to talk a little bit about that. I should be having a guest join us in a minute. She'll definitely give us a little bit of her input and her ideas and her experiences with this whole thing. So something really cool is happening. We are going to be attending the About La Flor, the music of Selena, April 12th and April 13th this weekend. So, okay, let's admit, okay, I think my person is here. So yeah, so we are going to be coming through with you all, and we are going to be super excited because we are going to be getting the Houston Symphony. We have the symphony. We're getting on. Let's see if my person is here. All right, let's hop on. Hey,
I'm here.
how are you? Oh, I'm going to be recording, so just letting you know. We're doing an audio and video. This is Nicole Lopez, my beautiful hairdresser, everybody.
Good
My hair. My hair
morning.
feels so good. My husband was like, man, that was a good blowout. I'm like, yeah, because he knows I go to my blow. I love my blowouts. How are you this morning, Nikki?
I'm so good. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you for being here. Yeah, I was just introducing to everybody the idea for today. We're really coming through because we are so excited that we're going to be attending the Music of Selena by the Houston Symphony. It's the title is super cute too. It's called About La Flor. So it's kind
Oh,
of like a mix of English and Spanish, right? Super
yeah.
fun. Um, and I just wanted to just hop on here because I wanted just to do a little reminiscing of Selena, right? Um, I'm sure Selena touched you in a way that was probably super memorable. Can you believe it's 30 years now since
I
she's
can't.
gone? You know, it's crazy to just think about that. I mean, just think about all those years that have gone by and everything she could have done, right, in the last
Exactly.
years. So tell me about her. Tell me, what do you remember the most about her? Like what are your memories of her?
So for me, I think, I was young. She was just like she looked like us, she sounded like us. She was from
Yeah,
Texas. I'm from Texas. She represented our culture, you know.
she did.
And there weren't a lot of role models like her when I was growing up. It wasn't, you didn't see her in Hollywood. You didn't, right away. Of course, towards the end, then she started crossing over and she's, was, getting more and more into the spotlight in Hollywood. But in the beginning, she was just a local talent that we all looked up to and we loved her music. We danced to it. It was a part of our culture, you know?
Right.
And that was what was most memorable to me is the happy family times that we had to her music.
Yeah. Singing along, singing to the music. I
Dancing at quinceañeras,
yeah,
singing in the car.
I was a teenager when I went to see her the first time, and she was barely kind of coming along. This was I was probably 19, maybe 18, and I went to El Dorado Ranch, and we talked about it a
Oh,
little bit when I went to see you
yeah.
at the salon yesterday,
Right.
um, at Revive in the Heights, and I was thinking about like, wow, I didn't know that she would become who she became at that time
Exactly.
because I was so young. This was maybe 1993, maybe 1994, maybe 1992. It was, yeah.
One
I
of
was
them
in high,
90s.
yeah, I was in high school. I graduated high school in 93, so I was a really young. They used to let us into the clubs at 18 years
Yes,
old.
I remember that.
Yeah, and just dancing to her music and just feeling like an energy from Selena that you didn't get from anyone else. No
Right.
other artist, and I've gone to concerts in the last 30 years compares to her, to her
Yeah.
dancing, her music, her singing, her presence, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I remember being young and going and seeing her at the rodeo, at the Houston rodeo. And I remember that purple outfit. I remember just the energy
This,
and the
yeah,
vibration that we got. It was just very emotional. I remember. And me and my
yeah.
sisters, like, we're just this little hills, Mexican little girls with our parents, screaming,
Oh
you know.
my gosh, yeah. Okay, so remind me okay, so in the 19 late 90s, were you a middle schooler?
So I was born in 79. So yeah, in late or early 90s, I was in middle school. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I was in high school. Yeah, so she was like the biggest deal. And like in our parties at the school, it was always people would like scream out for Selena music and the DJ would play all of her songs. And that was back in the day when she was like big with like Johnny Canales.
Yes.
Yeah, and Johnny Canales had her on, and I remember just sitting by that TV every time she would come on because I was like mesmerized by her. I thought,
Exactly.
wow, like this girl has all this confidence, and I want to be this confident one day.
Exactly. Exactly.
So we're promoting a big event that's happening this weekend. The Houston Symphony is having a tribute to Selena, and I'm so excited that we're going. Like you and I
I
are coming
know. I'm so
along,
excited.
group of other girls that are coming along, other content creators that are coming. We're entrepreneurs, we're realtors. You have your own business as well.
Yeah.
So, like, all of us are getting together. We're remembering the music of Selena. We're heading to the Houston Symphony. And I just want to let everybody know what's going on because it is going to be such a beautiful event. And, like, I'm so excited when the Houston Symphony does something for us, right? I feel like we get forgotten a little bit, the Latino community and Latinas too, right? I feel like sometimes they forget about us.
I think it's important that we educate our the younger women that are coming up because you have a lot of young girls that are 19, 20, 21 that didn't grow up listening to Selena, but they know who she is, right?
Yeah,
And they didn't get the privilege of, experiencing that like we did, but also just bringing them into a different part of what Selena represents, right? In our
correct.
culture and experiencing it in a different way, like at the symphony with this amazing artist that's going to be singing her music. I think it's just an experience that I'm excited to participate in. And I would love,
Mhm.
to bring my daughter on the second show and like some of the younger girls so they can see that. I think it's an amazing thing.
Yeah, they're gonna be playing como La Flor, Amor Prohibido, Bidi Bidi Bom Bom.
Hmm.
And so the vocalist is Isabel Marie Sánchez,
Hmm.
and the orchestra is being led by conductor Enrico Lopez-Yañez.
Wow.
And so it's going to be a whole production. Not only are they going to be singing, they're doing tributes. They're bringing in people from all over the city to celebrate her. They are also having an after party on Saturday, by the way. So that's going to be fun. I bet the DJ's going to be playing, Selena music, of course.
Hopefully some more Tejano music.
Yeah, some more Tejano music. I know. I grew up with that music. I grew up with all that music. Emilio, Hometown Boys, Jay Perez,
Camera.
Mas.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, all of those. So yeah, so I'm excited about that. They're gonna be hosting us. They're putting the whole red carpet out, girl. They are
Awesome.
doing the whole red carpet for us because they are excited. We're celebrating 30 years of her death. I remember the day like it was yesterday when she passed away. I was working at the Children's Museum at the time. I was a
Oh,
sophomore
wow.
in college, and I remember it hit me like a ton of bricks and I didn't want to believe it. So I think I went like the full day just pretending like it really didn't happen. And I kept thinking because people were coming, did you hear? Did you hear Selena? Did you hear Selena? And I was like, no, I'm sure it's just a rumor. I'm sure it's just somebody, creating a story or whatever. And it wasn't. It was true.
Yeah. I remember when she passed away, we have horses, and our horse gave birth to her baby. And
Oh,
yeah, and her name, our horse's name was Sweet Thing, and we named her baby Sugar. So it was an emotional day. It was a beautiful day because we got to witness the birth of our horse, and then we found out that she had passed away, and in the horrific way that she passed away.
right.
I mean, we were just like, what? It was
I was
unbelievable.
Yeah, that was an added layer to everything. Like, not only did she pass, like you would say when she passed away, maybe in her sleep or something, but it was such a tragic ending for such a beautiful girl,
Yeah.
right? So I want to invite everybody. Nikki and I are inviting everybody. We're going to be there April 12th through the 13th. Come and celebrate the Queen of Tejano. Come and enjoy with us her music. Let's celebrate her because even 30 years later, she still has an impact on us.
Yeah,
She
her legacy
still
lives on.
Yeah, her legacy lives on. And you know, you mentioned something earlier, like the young women. It's interesting how so many of them were born in a time when she was already gone, you know, and they still love her, they still appreciate her. What a beautiful thing, right?
Yeah, she represents our culture, and I think that's why she lives on because her music was so amazing and the way she lived her life. And I think that it will live on for a very long time, for another 30 years.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being on, Nikki. And I appreciate your time. And I want to just tell everybody, invite everybody to come
Yes, it's going to be an
Saturday.
experience.
Yeah, Saturday and Sunday, the Houston Symphony. There are still tickets. I'm adding the ticket link to the description on the podcast. And definitely come and enjoy it with us. We would love to see you. And if you see us at the concert, come and say hi, right?
Yes, come take a picture with us. And
Please,
you know
yes.
what? Have you ever been to a different event at the Houston Symphony? I went to an event where Oscar de la from Grupo Más, right? Am I saying that right?
Or La Mafia.
La Mafia. I'm sorry. Oh
Oscar
my
de la
gosh.
Rosa, right?
Oscar de la Rosa from La
Yes.
Mafia. My brain is so
I
out of here.
love
I had
that
coffee
group.
this morning. He had a performance with a mariachi group, and it was an amazing experience.
Oh,
So if you have
wow.
the opportunity to come to experience the Selena tribute, you guys are in for a treat. The Houston Symphony
Yay.
puts on a show, and it's a beautiful theater, and the whole experience is just something that you never forget,
I
and you
know.
want to keep contributing.
So much fun. And we're wearing purple and white. So
Yes,
we're
and red
alternate.
lips.
Oh yeah, and the red lip. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, don't let me forget that red lip. Yeah, we have to do. We have to honor her and remember her and continue her legacy. Even 30 years later, she's still impactful and something in our life. So make sure you guys grab your tickets. The link will be on the bio. Thank you so much. I love you, and I'll see you Saturday. And
have
thank
a
you for
good
being
one.
here. I'm
It's
loving
so
it.
beautiful.
Yeah, and I'm adding also the salon information on the description as well.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Enjoy
Of
the rest of
course.
your
Thank you
day.
for being my guest. Love
Bye.
you. See you Saturday.
Yes.